Hey guys, and welcome back to the HD pregame show. Looks like we're going to be going on to the third and final ace match between Day 9 and Tasteless, brother versus brother. I do hope you guys have been enjoying the post-game coverage by Day 9 himself. He's a very, very intelligent StarCraft player, a great StarCraft teacher if you guys are looking for advanced tactics and methods beyond just basic level. He's definitely the guy to listen to, so he's been providing a little bit of analysis after each game of how he won or how he lost. And that last battle on Blistering Sands, he actually got tricked by his brother, throwing down the robotics facility first, and then his brother canceled it when Day 9's drone moved away. And so yeah, Day 9 spawned as Zerg again, which is kind of unfortunate, and then Tasteless just threw up a bunch of warp gates. I believe Protoss is his best race as well. Day 9 didn't expect it, and a huge 4-gate push just completely annihilated Day 9. So now we're going to be going on to the third and final match. Whoever wins this is going to go on and face off against Whitera in the round of 16. So I can't wait to get this battle underway. Both brothers going to be duking out blood for blood, and the map, I believe, is going to be Steppes of War. Once again, there will be post-game analysis, and I do want to do a full round coverage of the entire round of 16, so be on tune for that show. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey guys, this is HD. We are here with Husky today. This is going to be Day 9 versus Tasteless, the series finale, and actually Day 9 taking game number 1 with some great Muta-Baneling play, which actually I believe now I haven't seen enough Zerg versus Terran, but Muta-Baneling is actually pretty standard. So I need to watch more games, play actually more games than I do casting. Anyways, Day 9 and then Tasteless play to get each other in game number 2. And then that's where Tasteless took Day 9 with a Robotics Bay swap out, basically canceling it, and then going with a 4-gate rush. That was pretty impressive, doing it when Day 9 had not had the scouting information he needed to see that coming. And so here we are in game number 3, and it looks like Day 9 chose Steppes of War, very close rush distance. Looks like Tasteless now spawning as the Zerg. Day 9 spawning as the Terran, so Day 9 not going to be playing his worst race this game, and we'll see how this game runs out.
All right, absolutely, and not too surprised to see Steppes of War here in the final game. It is a map rather that has a very high chance of doing proxy buildings, which we could possibly see Day 9 doing right now. It's kind of weird to have them switch races from game number 1, so I'll try not to get them mixed up too bad. But here comes that SCV right now. Proxy building's very common, although it could just be an early scout as the barracks is actually going down in his main. One thing you can do is proxy and get Reapers in the center of the map. Extremely effective on this map, but we aren't going to see that right now as he's just going to go over here and start drilling these drones with his SCV. Oh, he's actually going to get surrounded. Able to slip out of there, though. Good control by Tasteless, because there's sometimes where players will be afraid to just turn all their drones around to kill an SCV like that, but he almost got it right there. The SCV at a measly 15 hit points right now. And so Day 9, after that brilliant timing attack, got to be thrown off his game just a little bit, I would assume, but we'll just have to wait and see as this game goes forward.
I'm curious to see if maybe Day 9 will try to return the favor as in game 1, because he does have the refinery up. He might try to throw down a tech lab, but Tasteless is there with his drone. He's positioned his drone, I think, right where it would block any building from coming out for an add-on. So maybe he's positioned that drone there just to block the add-on. No, Day 9 Tasteless getting confused with the players. Tasteless is going to move that drone out of the way and just keep it inside the Terran player's base. Terran player Day 9 still doesn't have any way to really dispatch of the drone this early on. Meanwhile, Tasteless looks like he's still on 1 gas, getting the spawning pool up, and he's still pumping out. He's not getting any Zerglings or anything yet, so we're not seeing anything too interesting. Looks like Day 9 getting a factory, and notice how he's actually blocked the ramp off with most of his buildings. He just needs something to finish off that block right there, and Tasteless, seeing that factory going up, has decided to steal the gas. He sees that Day 9 is going to be going for some kind of a tech build right here, possibly going to go for the Hellion Rush and then into Thorship. And so he's going to block that gas and make it much more difficult for Day 9 to fund that build order.
It'll be really interesting to see if he actually cancels this extractor. No, he did not, and I'm not so sure exactly how much he did see the factory at the entrance, so Tasteless knows exactly what's up. One thing I want to note is that Tasteless actually didn't have enough supply to make his queen until he made that extractor, and so the queen did get supply blocked. He got that same problem I already have where he has 17 supply, and he doesn't have the 2 he needs to actually make that queen, so the queen is a little bit delayed here, but he should still be okay, and this extractor, though, is going to go down. It's not going to cause that much ruckus simply because there was already a Marine there to start shooting that, so I think that may have been a little bit of a mineral waste there by Tasteless, but either way, the Hellions are going to be on the way right now as they are going to stream down here. We're just going to have to wait and see if Tasteless can handle this, but he does have 3 roaches already, which you can just basically block off your ramp with those 3 roaches and be in good shape, so we're going to have to see if these Hellions can do anything, but unfortunately for Day 9, this may not be the best build or the best opener against these roaches.
Here was trying to go for a Thorship rush, but I'm not sure why he's building a reactor on this Rax. He really needs to be building a tech lab right now, and the command center, I think, needs to be placed right here to help the wall off when the Rax lifts off to build that tech lab. So 2 different things going wrong for Day 9 right here. The Roaches are actually going to have a free waltz in. Hellion's not that good against Roaches, and this is really bad for Day 9. He's forced to pull SCVs off the line, and I think Day 9 was trying to go for that Thorship build, but the expansion, when you're building that command center, needs to block this when you lift that barracks off, and he did not do that, so he's allowing the Roaches to come in, forced to pull SCVs off the line to deal with this now because of the build order clumsiness. And I think Day 9 here is in a lot of trouble. He's losing tons of SCVs. And, I mean, the Rax here, it's basically 2 reactors on both of these buildings. That's not helpful at all against Roaches, because think about it. All you can build is mass Hellions or mass Marines, and Roaches are not effective. You need Marauders, or you need Siege Tanks or Thors. And so Day 9 calls GG, and there he's saying right there, so he says, I made the wrong Rax add-on at the Rax. And what he really needed to do was leave that command center there, I think, to really help blockade that ramp, but unfortunately he left it open, and now the Roaches kind of ended the game there. So GG calls Day 9.
All right, so Tasteless is going to be advancing to the round of 8. We are going to go ahead and get Day 9 in here for some post-game analysis. Maybe explain exactly what happened there with that add-on, because the reactor would have allowed him to get those Thors out, or just even get some Marauders to deal with these Roaches. So we are going to go ahead and get a hold of him. Alex, if you can send him a quick message, then we will get that going on the way. There he is, and so before he talks, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. This is the round of 16 finale, and so we're going to talk to Day 9 here for just a little bit, though, about that last game. If you guys missed any of the videos, check them out on YouTube, just Husky StarCraft and HD StarCraft on YouTube, and there is also a spoiler-free thread on the Team Liquid forum. So, Day 9, you're here?
Hello.
All right, so what happened in that game? A very common